What's going on, Divine Beings? Welcome back to another episode of Eat Love Kitchen, where the main ingredient is love. All right, guys, so what we're going to be making today is a damn good breakfast sandwich, all right? So what you're going to need for this breakfast sandwich is definitely you're going to need tofu, but you can always try different variations with the meat. You can always try your own preference for your plant-based meats, also with your plant-based cheeses. The only thing I really hope that you guys don't skip out on is this egg that we're gonna do. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start it from the beginning. That way you know exactly what I'm doing. So go ahead and get your tofu out. You're gonna wanna slice that tofu just like that. Good little layer. We're gonna press that. Depending on how many breakfast sausages or breakfast sandwiches you're gonna need. I'm doing 2. And then we're gonna press that tofu for about 30 minutes, all right, guys? So we're gonna go ahead and you could do your own method for pressing your tofu. I'm gonna do mine, the one that I always do is just, use some plates and something heavy. And we'll get back to it once the tofu is pressed. All right, guys, so this is what the tofu looks like after you press it. Don't worry if it breaks. So now that we pressed the tofu, all the water out of the tofu, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on a different plate. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna rub in a little salt, pepper, and nutritional yeast. The nutritional yeast is going to give it a really good flavor, and on top of that it's also going to give it a good color. So just rub it in really quick. Takes a few seconds. And do the same thing to the other side. A little salt. Little pepper and nutritional yeast. And also we're gonna cook this on the skillet on a very low fry. And we're also gonna fry some onions a little bit first. We're gonna let those sweat down in the skillet. And then we're gonna put the tofu on there. That way the tofu can soak up that flavor. Also, what we're gonna be using for this is Beyond Breakfast sausage. We're also going to use our alternative cream cheese and our Colby Jack shredded cheese. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and put this stuff on the skillet now. Okay, so in a skillet, we're going to go ahead and put about a tablespoon of oil. Spread the oil around. And then we're also gonna, this is just a little handful of onion. We're gonna let that soak down, sweat down just a little bit. That way those juices go inside the tofu. Add just a little salt to help it sweat down. And then with your tofu, you can always, if you wanted it to make it a little more realistic, like an egg, you can kind of go ahead and just cut the corners off, kind of make it into a circle. And with this tofu, you're gonna cook each side for about 5 to 6 minutes, depending on how fast your fry is. You can always just lift it and check, and if it's brown on the bottom, then it's time to flip. All right, guys, and for the sausage, we're just gonna go ahead and we cut the sausages in half. We're just gonna go ahead and cook that. Cook them for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then flip them over. Another 3 or 4 minutes, and they're ready. All right, so now that it's nice and brown on both sides, we're gonna go ahead and put our cheese on top. You can put as much cheese as you like. Throw a little splash of water and cover it. And just let that cheese melt. And there you have it. There's your egg that we're gonna use for our breakfast sandwich. Now we're just gonna go ahead and add our sausages. Also, if you hear all that banging in the background, there's a little construction going on right outside. So, excuse that. So now that you got your melted cheese, your egg, and your sausage, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to build it. All right, so now we're building it. Now these bagels are vegan bagels. They don't have any egg or milk. Really good brand. It's called Dave's Killer Bread. So we're gonna go ahead and put our little vegan schmear. Then our egg, cheese, and sausage. And one part that I forgot to mention, we're also adding a little avocado to this. There we go. And why not cut it in half? All right, guys, and there you have it. Here is your vegan breakfast sandwich. And gotta add our little breakfast potatoes, and there you go. There's your damn good breakfast sandwich. Enjoy, guys.